For communities, including families, we can talk about issues of community capacity building. How would you do it? You're a social worker, right? You are being trained to understand what abuse is and all these things around. And, okay, now I'm not going to answer your question. I forgot about that question, which is your assignment, so I will stop. I was almost going there. We are going to forget. Okay, so we are looking at those things. The issue of response, right, at community level. How would you be looking at? Reporting is part of that response, and the designing a mechanism to protect those abused would also be a response or something like that. And also, there are quite a number of issues. Issues of rehab for those who have been affected, for example, would also be a response. But what about rehab? You are looking at, for example, if you have a boy who has been raped or a girl child has been raped, what measures are available at community level to ensure that that child is not traumatized, for example? Right? Those are responses issues. Do you have counseling services at community level? Do you have medical support or whatever it is and something like that? Those are responses. So this is how you would be looking at that. But how do you design those? That's the question that we'll be trying to struggle with. That I'll not go into that. And right, there we go. Oh, what? How come you can't see now? Now, responses are supported by the structures, right? You can see there, responses will normally be supported by the structures. What type of structures would be there at family level, for example, to protect a child or mitigate abuse at that level? There will be issues of response, as I mentioned, reporting, whatever it is, and something like that, and the structures. What makes it difficult for somebody to report an abuse at family level? I think we mentioned that earlier, right? The cohesion, the family cohesion. People will say, no, if you report, if people know two things, the community will be talking about us, right? I mentioned about issues of ostracism, and also if we report that an uncle abused this girl, then the father and the mother will be against the uncle, when the uncle is a relation of the mother of this one. So have all that network around. So she said, just forget about it. But what we don't provide is support to one who has been abused, right? It's very unfair. Very, very, very unfair. And actually, the other thing which is so unfair is the law. The law, criminal law, for example, in my view, please, don't misquote or misunderstand me. In my view, criminal law supports victimizers, always, right? And to support a victimizer and not a victim. Did you enjoy it? Can I explain? Okay. People come, break into your house, Pepe, steal everything. They are caught. Police come in, go to court, whatever it is. They will arrest that guy and send him to prison. See you enjoy it? Yeah. They have helped that individual. Because and you know you can do anything to him because of move. And it ends there, the case ends there. But the police will not come to you and say, they don't do that. Right. So, the one who suffers is yourself, right? At the hands of the law. But the one who steals is protected, so that you don't kill him, he's in prison. By the time he comes back, you have healed, you have bought some other property, and you have forgotten. This is how bad it is. Yeah? Yeah, so when it goes on. Well, we have had cases where prisoners, released prisoners, offend quickly to come back. They say, simple. It's just free life, sitting around and eating once a day. Food is food.
Once a day? Yes. Once a day.
2 o'clock. After that, Makagona. Yeah. Don't we eat one meal sometimes in Manyumba? Yeah? No, but if you get mapanga because good bechagudia, then that is a different issue. Saving. Okay. A more traumatic, Amira. Let's look at a more traumatic experience. A girl is raped, right? And the rapist is caught, taken to court, and is punished, goes to prison, right? Nobody comes back to the girl to say you are psychologically or emotionally affected. What can we do to you? See, this is why the law tends to support the victimizer and not the victim. Yes. So the victim is left. As long as they have caught somebody, that's your problem. So you can interpret these things this way. This is how I understand it. And that is where now issues of social work comes in. Do we, for example, prison social work? Somebody comes into prison because of rape. We understand the condition and the situation. Do we go back to the victim to help the victim, do the counseling, whatever it is, and something like that? Right? Or that victim was contracted HIV and something like that. Are we going to help that individual? Yeah. So that one with a beautiful dissertation or topic. Victimizing the victim. A case of Chakut. Beautiful, not? Victimizing the victim. A case of. So we go back to the law and all these things. So government is aware that it actually victimizes the victim, but protects the offender. Something like that. It's quite interesting. But the question is, you require a lot of work to get information around who is the victim. Are you going to get the victim or not? Right? I know I have a student who's doing that and I'm supervising, but it's not like just like this, but it's about issues of same issues, rape, whatever it is in communities, and whether people report or don't report and something like that, and what is available and something like that. So these are some of the issues that are quite interesting. I think for today, we'll stop here and we can proceed up to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock?
No.
Okay. Now, so now we're going to move on to. No, now. All right, so let's stop now because I think the power is going. Of the class now up to 2 o'clock. Another class. So we'll stop here. Where's my register? Now today is Wednesday. We meet again on Wednesday next. But yeah, no, right now I have another class. 2 o'clock we have a staff meeting up to 5 o'clock, so we can't. Tomorrow? No, tomorrow, no. Yes, that's why I'm asking you. How do we proceed? Makeup. Tell me when you are free.